All right, so you've just learned a little bit about the other side of the tracks. Now, I want to compare this idea to something we looked at in the stolen party. So if you remember, let me get all these slides up. In the stolen party, there was this class conflict. Senora Ines was high social class, lots of money, thought she was better than Rosaura and Rosaura's mother, who were lower social class, less money. So just like there's this divide or this balance between high social class and low social class, there's often in cities a divide between the side that is poor and black and often lower social class and the side that is rich and white and higher social class. And we see this all throughout literature in many different books and stories and movies. And that's because we actually see it in real life. And so I'm going to go ahead and show you. So I did a little bit of research on the city of Austin. And here's a graph that shows basically where are there people in Austin that have lower incomes. And the darker the colors are, so we can see this graph here, the more close to purple it is, the more people who are low income live there. And so if we look, we can look right here at Austin. Well, let's zoom in here. If we look at Austin, we can see sorry, got a little too excited. If we look at Austin, we can see that clearly one side of Austin has a lot more purple, a lot more lower income neighborhoods than the other side. Now you might be thinking, well, I don't remember there being many train tracks in Austin, or at least I don't really know where the train tracks are. And sometimes the other side of the tracks doesn't refer to train tracks, but actually refers to a highway. And so if we look at where I-35 is, this highway, we see that this part of Austin kind of comes down a little bit and it runs right through the middle. And then we go back to our map here and we see where that little part comes down. We see that I-35 basically is the train tracks. I-35 is what separates, according to this map, the richer side from the poorer side. And so if we were to talk about the other side of the tracks in Austin, we would talk about west to this side of I-35 and east to this side of I-35. Now, why are we talking about this besides getting a neat little sociology lesson in ELA? Because there are train tracks in Bayonne, in this town where James and his mama go. So if you turn to section 13, you will see that very quickly James says, we cross the railroad tracks, and soon as we do, I get cold. So what do the railroad tracks separate? They separate the black side, the side that's more poor and lower income, lower social status, from the white side that's richer, higher status, higher income. And so we're going to think a little bit. If James gets cold, does that mean he's going to this side that's supposed to be a lot better, the whiter side, it's richer, better? Or is he going to the darker side, the side with more black people that's supposed to be poorer? Let's think about it.